The big stories live here, right here on Plus TV Africa. Hello there, you're watching Tea Time, an entertainment news program which brings you some of the most exciting, some of the most fascinating, and some of the most amazing entertainment news headlines locally and globally. I must say though that the festive season has actually started. I am Tokumbo Tyro and I'm here with my usual comrades looking all Christmassy. Yes.
Ta-da! What's
so
up, guys?
it's the person that looks at all angles, Elsie Godwin, and it's the person that looks at all the information before he says anything, Ife Oshinekeye.
What's up?
So it's Christmas. I think it's Christmas that is.
The Christmas sign. Where's yours?
What?
Your props.
My props. You guys
Something
didn't give me
red,
one.
Something nice.
Yes.
For Christmas.
Don't worry. By the time I come back, I will come back in.
Celebrate Christmas and Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, are you?
Okay, that's news to me.
No, they don't. They
no, I mean that's news that I am.
Oh.
I think
you're not?
Okay, so anything else new?
I think we're going to talk about the Google search for the year.
Okay, yeah,
So
we'll
I'm sure
talk
we're
about
talking
it.
about it.
Yeah.
Except if it has something new for us.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of new stuff, but I'll just skip right through and let's just keep talking.
Okay, all right. We'll start with what I think is the biggest and the most explosive entertainment headline this morning. Cardi B agrees $10 million deal, $10 million, let me specify and be specific about the currency. So she agrees a $10 million deal to get back together with Offset. Okay.
Can we have a deal? Like if you cheat on me, you pay me.
10 million.
I know I will make money because I
can't cheat.
If I will cheat.
No, but I think this is being taken out of context.
What do you mean taken out of context?
Yeah, like she
has not come out to say this is true or not, but nothing is taken out of context.
No, but let's hear what Ife is saying and how he thinks.
Do you guys know how this 10 million deal came about?
Okay,
do you know it's with the ex-manager Shaft? Or am I wrong?
No,
that's a different story.
That's a different
story where she's suing for 10 million.
That's a different story.
So she wants 10 million.
No, she's not wanting. Offset is offering.
He's the one that was offering. Because he was saying that there was some news last week, or I think this week, that he wants exactly anything within his power to get Cardi B back. Yes. So what he's done now.
So the agreement is like a guarantee to say, I'm not going to cheat on you. So
the next time he cheats on her,
he has to pay.
And he's saying that any person is every time that he cheats that he will pay for every cheat.
They call it something that I can't call,
we can't
for
say every time that he cheats, he will pay that same figure. And then what's interesting about this is the fact that Cardi B says, okay, it's not just your word I'm going to take for it, let's put it in writing. So that's where very smart woman, very business savvy. I was like, well done, you go girl, you go Cardi.
Cheat on me like 10 million times.
I don't know.
She says
a part of me just feels like, look, man, these people are just
it's just a charade.
They're just trying to be in the news, right? They're just publicity stunts. Okay, we had a crashed marriage.
But seriously, do you think people are that low that all they want to do is just come out and just be in the public eye?
Yes, that is showbiz. That's the business. That's what makes them relevant. By the time they get back together now, somebody else will come up with a deal like, okay, so now I'm going to bet that Offset is going to cheat again, and then they will start going around, and then you start.
But you don't think that there's an element of truth that this might actually be happening in their lives, and it's nothing like publicity?
It's possible, but I think if this is happening, if this was or is happening in their life, I think it would be more private. I think it would be something they will be sad about. It wouldn't be something they will be making deals about.
But do you think they are not the ones that came up with it? This is a close source that's saying this. Exactly, it's a close source. She hasn't come out to say, and then even Offset himself hasn't come out to say anything. It's the close source that is in their circle. That's why apparently, allegedly, that's why they're still using, because none of them.
But how does she look so beautiful in pictures and kind of different in videos?
You mean she doesn't look beautiful in videos?
All the time.
Exactly. She's a
That's what I'm wondering why.
Difference.
How can Cardi B look this hot and then you still
you said so.
Because men are just that way.
But actually, now that you say that, let me tell you, for all of the most beautiful girls, the guys cheat on them the most.
Why?
Check out Halle Berry. Check out Vanessa Williams.
Why?
I'm not making a general statement.
I just observed that.
In my years of being around, I've discovered.
Or in your years of being in this life.
Like that.
I've discovered that the pretty girls are just superficial.
How do you mean?
There's no brain to them.
So you're trying to say Cardi B, there's no brain to Cardi B?
I'm just saying. So I'm the type of person that I am attracted to your mental.
I'm surprised, Elsie, you have not reacted to this.
I'm not supposed to react
mental.
to this it's too low for me to react.
That's why I'm saying I'm not
this
general.
kind of mentality at
Can you see? Must I get trolled for this? I'm just saying I'm not generalizing this. I'm saying in my years of being around.
I'm still saying the same thing that for you. He's saying I'm supposed to respond to that, but I'm saying if you can think that way, even in your years of being around, then you do not
Are you the one that is going to decide who I've been around with or where I've been around?
There is something up there, boo. So, you know, it's somehow to say that.
I think most of them are.
I'm still reeling in shock.
Most of them are called BWBs.
Okay, I don't even know what that
Beauty without.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Most of them.
Wow.
Most. In my years of being around. Remember, I'm not generalizing.
Can you try to be
so
around
every beautiful woman, because I have a beautiful mother, I have a beautiful baby
really?
mama,
And she has brains?
And they have brains.
Wow,
Yeah.
they do.
Yeah.
Let me wait.
Really,
you know what?
they
Let me ask you. Does Elsie have brains?
No.
Oh, of course. She wouldn't be on this situation. I can't even relate to someone without brains. So if I'm relating with you, come on. That means you have to be a smart one.
It's not changing anything.
Oops.
Oh, you're not bad.
10 million. 10 million. Make sure he signs it.
I haven't cheated.
You cheated on my mentality.
Oh my days. So final thoughts on this before we move on.
If this is the case, then I think Cardi B is doing something I really like.
As a businesswoman concerned.
You know, so I wish them luck. And
But
I'm hoping
if
for her
let's
to
look
come
at
out
it,
and talk about it.
Yeah,
So.
but if let's look at it from a guy's perspective, having said this, you know, that he will pay 10, do you think that's possible? And then knowing Offset and his background and the two women that
I think he would just
with,
be more careful right now.
and make sure that he's not caught.
Yeah, you don't
exactly
get caught.
But you know he's a public
But
figure.
with this 10 million involved, I can bet that Cardi is going to hire a private investigator. To be following him around,
I don't think she will, because even for the news that have come out, it's not like she's chasing him about.
Exactly.
It's people that are bringing these things
and you know, because he's popular, people will definitely tell him yes. So regardless, the moment they see any woman near him, exactly, they'll be like,
social media, they'll make something out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be
all right. Yes, let's see how it goes indeed. But it's definitely very interesting, and I like the business side of Cardi B. Yes.
I do.
The morning edition of Tea Time, and our next conversation will continue right here, right after this quick break.
What we do not understand, we will stigmatize.
What you can see is the remaining of the tanker that exploded.
The suspect equally confessed.
A 500 naira they collect am.
If you no talk, then go beat you.
Na 2,500 I dey pay.
And we're back on Tea Time, your favorite entertainment news program. And we're raring to go with our next story. But you know how it is right here. These guys crack me up big time. And they're cracking me up during.
That's an inside joke. You won't get it.
Inside joke. Oh my days. I think we should move on before they crack me up some more. Okay, we're going to be talking about actress Nse Ikpe-Etim, who says womanhood is necessary. So.
Yeah.
Of course, that's like a deep one, and you don't see people appreciate that line of thought here. They expect that as long as you're a woman, as long as you have the whole womanly organs, let me not start calling names, you must give birth to a child, you must go through pregnancy,
annoying,
you must
though.
get married.
It's so annoying. I feel it's annoying.
And it's really annoying.
And she said it's insensitive for people to ask that how come you're not pregnant, or how come you don't have a child, especially when people know that you've spent like 10 years or 8 years in a marriage or in a relationship. They're
and
like,
even
seriously.
those that have decided, oh, I don't want to get married, I just want to be that way. Or maybe marriage did not just happen for them, and they're living their lives the way they want to live it. But you come up and like, oh, you're not woman enough because you don't have a child. You're a woman.
I think we've also talked about this on the show. I can't remember when we talked about some people saying you're not a real woman when you don't give birth or when you go through other means of getting
but you guys know that I'm always going to be the bad guy, right?
Go on.
You're always supposed to be the advocate of all advocates. But when it comes to women, you want to be the bad guy. Go ahead.
No.
I'm here for you.
I don't say
Go
that.
ahead.
Come on.
Go ahead.
I'm a sweet guy. when it comes to women.
Exactly. He's gone all sweet all of a sudden.
So what I'm trying to say is I agree to everything she said to a point. Then I started agreeing again. The part I did not agree to was when she said some women do not want to give birth because they do not want to lose their body to childbirth. I think that's very selfish.
Why?
Because the Bible says, go into the world and multiply.
You just use the Bible as and when you please. Then when it comes to tithing, you don't know. When it comes to tithing, you don't know the Bible.
I've never said anything.
You're stuttering, Ife. But let's not go into that. You pay your tithes.
Yes, I do pay my tithes.
Exactly.
Why are we going into tithes right now?
Okay, so back.
Yes, so
he's bringing Bible. He was bringing Bible. What I'm saying, we're
now
discussing.
that is being selfish. If you say you do not want to have a child, it's your decision. Fine.
Yes, you can understand.
If you say it's as a result of infertility, great. If you say it's as a result of an agreement with you and your husband, but your body.
Yes,
she has the right.
Yeah, but a lot of American women
you are a model. That you are making money off.
But that's what she's talking about. Hello.
No. Whether you are a model or not, and you want to look a certain type of way, and you know having a child is going to.
And there's some career women as well. There's some career women.
If you get married to a woman, and then obviously coitus would occur.
God Almighty.
And then
we are talking from the Bible. Say you know your woman and you knew her.
Exactly. According to biblical.
And you knew her. And then she tells you, oh, I'm going to use contraceptive because I don't want to lose this body. How would you feel as a man?
But if that's not even a question. Because before you get married...
No, you are not a man. Let me ask.
He's not going to answer this one. Because when you get married, before you get married, this conversation
would have already been had. Exactly.
How many children do you want to have? Do you plan to have 10?
People change their minds. But people change their minds. People take decisions. As a woman, that's what she's trying to say. The woman, you should be able to decide for yourself.
That's a decision you make
before.
You are supposed to find yourself, make such decisions for yourself.
What if you find yourself while you are in marriage?
Wow.
Do you know a lot of people discover a lot of women discover they do not want to get married after they get married. Yes.
No, that's
come on now. Someone like Adetutu we spoke to, she's saying she doesn't want to get married. They know before they do, they cross that hurdle. They know. And some women are career women. Some women are actually career women.
When they get into marriage is when they discover
career women. Our Twitter feminists, because the fact that you're a career woman does not mean career woman or woman. The fact that you are that does not mean you cannot have a home, have a family, have your kids. And
what I'm saying is that there are some women. No, you're not listening to me. What I'm saying is that there are some career women out there who don't want to get pregnant because they don't want to take maternity leave, and their career is more important to them than having a child.
Okay, you didn't put it that way.
That's what I'm saying. I need to explain to you.
So my question still stands.
That's not
after
the question.
You get married,
there should be conversation.
I can get married to you,
and
Elsie.
I'll always preach that you need to find yourself before you get married.
Okay. Maybe I should paint another picture.
Please do.
You're a model. We get married. We already spoke about kids. Then you landed this big deal with maybe a big Italian brand, and then you need to keep that body. And then we have spoken about having kids maybe in like our first year. But then you landed this big deal.
For how long?
And then you now get pregnant, you're now telling me, oh no, I can't have this child because I can't
That's not how it works, That's not how it works at all.
It works like that. Look, why are you guys talking like things just don't come up in life? This is life. Things happen.
People who have decided they don't want to get pregnant would have taken precautions before that actually happens.
I'm not talking about someone that decided. You guys are not getting my point. My point, I agree completely with Etim. What I am saying is, what if it now happens that you don't get make that decision while we're already married and we have already spoken about kids?
I think I get your question, but it is totally different because you're married and this is a career decision that is coming in, which of course your significant other should be in that conversation and know, okay, is this going to work for me or not? Is it going to, I mean, if you just got married and this deal came up and you know the deal is for 2 years or 3 years, I mean, everybody, what's
you can
going
still have
to kill
children
you 2
after
years
that.
or 3 years?
Exactly.
You know?
And if
some men want to have their kids immediately.
Yeah, people like you, if
this is why conversations are important before you get married.
Exactly.
I'm just saying that the body part, as far as I'm concerned, is selfish and one-sided.
You must have heard about this.
Because it is not your body.
I think what she's also trying to say is that it's a woman's choice to get married or not.
Or to even get, and even pregnant. And then also, it's more...
So I think if your decision is not to get pregnant, then you're not allowed to get married either.
Do you know there are men that wants to get married but don't want children?
Exactly. And then, as I was saying, this is the Western thing as well. So she's just bringing that in.
It's this is
no, it's more Western.
This is Africa.
It's more Western.
It's not even about
what I'm saying. I am stating the obvious. No, what I'm saying is that this is a Western thing, and it's coming to Africa.
I'm not going to accept that it's a Western thing.
It is a Western thing.
No,
it's a Western thing because no, it's not. What in Africa here in Nigeria?
I mean, the fact that Africans have some form of ego that feel, oh, we have the right to come into your life and tell you what to do does not mean that is
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. So I need you to listen to...
I get your point, but I'm saying I'm not going to agree to the fact that all this is Western.
I'm so proud of myself. I've instigated the both of you at each other's throat. Please go on. I'm enjoying
What? Is this the first time we've gone at each other's throats?
Please go on.
Now, so just make your decision and be happy with it. And please, Africans, Tokumba people, allow people do what they want to do. It is their life. As long as it's not affecting you or choking you or making you die.
I think you should talk to Ife right now. I
think Ife is just trying to be difficult.
Oh, I see.
I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm telling you that to me, it is very selfish to say you do not want to lose your body.
Okay, so
because the Bible says go into the world and multiply.
It is not my point.
All right, guys, we need to go on a break. Time for another break. When we come back, it'll be time to dish out more trending stories and entertainment. Yes, as I tell you, it never gets there's never a dull moment right here. They carried on with the conversation. I know during the break we're going to continue with this argument, but don't worry, we'll be back in a jiffy and we'll be bringing you a fresh new story. Don't go anywhere. It's where the big stories live. This is Plus TV Africa.
When I did it, I was full-on, hands-on on the whole project.
So how did you deal with it? All of that negativity?
I got depressed, obviously. Duh. Haven't you heard?
I've got 2 of the hottest topics currently trending on social media.
If you've seen the word Senate trending on Twitter, that's because the Nigerian police force has gone Trump style.
I probably haven't shared this with anyone, but I reckon I get about like 100 people asking for help a day. That's a fact. I can prove that.
Welcome back. Next up, we're about to discuss Google's trending songs of 2018. And it includes Fever, Assurance, Science Student, Mutigbana, Wa Baby. All of these are like the hottest jams.
I wonder if you're Yoruba. Mutigbana.
What?
What's Mutigbana?
You didn't say the Wa Baby. You just picked up only on your own.
Yes, but because you're Yoruba.
Because, what did you say? Say it again.
Mutigbana.
Mutigbana, Mutigbana.
Are you joking?
Well, I have a question for you. Yeah. Davido is having more presence on that table than Wizkid. Why?
Just by one. Yes.
I mean, even if it's by half.
Yes, and it's by half,
not even.
It's by a feature.
But
and Wizkid, where all
Wizkid has
jams,
not done
all his jams, not a feature.
Davido was there 3-2. The way Wizkid was there 3.
Yeah, so it's
own
3-3
jams.
now.
And then the
feature
other
was
one.
what made
So
it
why
4.
didn't Wizkid feature anywhere too?
Because Wizkid is doing his thing independently and he's still being one of the greatest.
But I don't understand your point, Elsie. What are you trying to say?
That Davido is topping the chart.
Of course he is.
With a feature.
Whether with a feature or
Wizkid
not.
are all singles.
But Wizkid was number one though with
Yeah, he was.
So I still don't understand.
So he was number. Thank you very much for bringing that up.
I don't understand.
Fever was number one. She's talking about the number of songs
that Davido. Okay, yes, he has more songs. Davido has more songs.
No, he has.
But that's not the point.
That's the point for me.
No, Fever is number one.
Fever is number one, and that's the most important thing. Listen, even if Davido has 9 songs on that list, even if Davido has 9 songs,
search, right? It's not about how far the song went to and all that. And of course, you expect that.
And then one of Davido's songs was number 10. And then one of Davido's songs that you're counting was number 10.
That's what I'm saying.
And that is the same song. Okay, let's not go into it.
Yes,
exactly.
Now you know you
Elsie, what I'm saying is that Elsie, at the end of the day, we look at the top 10 and who is actually at the top of the leaderboard. Wait, hold on. Let me land. What I'm saying is that.
Which song comes after it?
I don't know.
That's not the point. Are you looking at number 2 when number 1 is there? Seriously. It is Davido.
This number 2 is Davido.
Yes.
What song?
It's Assurance, was it not? Was it Assurance? Yes.
Yeah, and the reason why, okay, we all know why that, if that is the case, we all know that why that is number 2.
Yes, but Chioma was not a celebrity. Davido is now making her a celebrity. But we had Tiwa.
Chioma was already a celebrity.
In her own right.
Tiwa that has millions of followers already, and then Wizkid in the same.
You're saying it's because of Tiwa that Wizkid got to number 1? Come on.
Wait, we agree.
But
okay, Tokubo, we agree. That just means that Wizkid has more business sense than Davido.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Really?
Thank you. We agree that yes, it's because of Tiwa.
But Davido has
we don't care if it was Beyonce
video
he put
on
Davido
YouTube in Africa right now, right?
With the 98 million.
Okay, so let's move on. Congratulations to everybody.
After how many months? After how many months?
Why didn't Wizkid do it now? Since it's how many months? Why didn't he do it?
Come on, man. Don't.
I think you have a personal beef with Davido.
I don't understand.
With Davido, no, me, no.
Well,
I don't have. I'm on Davido's camp right now.
Okay.
So I don't have.
Ticket. It's not even Davido's song. It is.
Hey, that's just a feature that he used to declare your guy.
Okay. All right, guys, we're out of time. We need to move on to our next story.
Wow.
And that's our final story this morning. It's regarding Klint Da Drunk's marriage. Reportedly crashes amidst alleged infidelity claims. So, I think we need a moment to think about it.
I think she should just put $10 million.
Exactly, not $10 million. Let's do Naira.
They said,
can we do Naira?
According to what they said, it's not like he's trying to get her back anyway. He got himself 2 cats.
Yes, that I heard.
I wonder if that's
company.
a metaphor for something else. What other name do you call cats?
Oh my goodness!
It's just cats. There's nothing else.
Cats.
Yeah, it's just cats.
Are you sure?
Maybe
Maybe it's a
not
metaphor.
Cats, just cats.
Not what?
Not pussycat, just
oh,
cats.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he made you say it. Elsie.
Pussycat is pussycat. Where have you been? I've been to the...
What? To see the Queen?
What school did you go to?
Seriously.
Modidana Secondary School.
But anyway,
so apparently that the wife moved out since May earlier this year, or was it March? May or May earlier this year? Some months ago, basically. And she moved out with the children, blah,
she
blah,
moved
blah.
out of Lagos too.
So as well, to start her own life. And, you know, him being lonely apparently got the animals, or as he first says, you know, something else. But you're enjoying this conversation, Nse Ikpe.
But has it been confirmed? The baby
well, that is why I'm not even talking. Yeah, no, the baby mama is
confirmed.
True. Yeah, the baby mama
why
happened
did she
in April.
find the need to screenshot the 50,000,
no, she did.
10,000 they were sending to her? Like,
why did she find the need?
She screenshot the money he's been sending. Why was that necessary?
No, just to prove. She was trying to drag him that he has abandoned the child they share, and she wanted the world to know that, okay, look, he used to send money. Look at the last date he sent money. He hasn't sent money now, and this is when I'm telling them. So, do you know what? I really don't even want to talk about these crash marriages, even though you guys say whatever comes out from that blogger that posted this is almost confirmed. But until he comes out to say something or she comes out to say something, I don't think we have any right to talk about
because,
if they've moved on and it's over months ago, I'm sure SDK actually dogged them.
Then I think we should just mind our business and drink some
We
tea.
don't mind our business here. We talk about people's business and sip some tea.
Well, we talk about people's businesses we're sure of, not people's businesses we don't know about.
Well, I think it's sure, and whatever is going on,
How would you think it's sure? I don't know why we take so much joy when people break up, when marriages. I don't know why
it's not about joy.
Why do we like to concern ourselves with things that
Okay, guys, we need to wrap up.
It just makes me think like love doesn't exist. Like I shouldn't.
We're running out of time, guys.
Oh, yeah, it's making you scared. Sorry, Dolly. You know I'm here for you.
God.
Sorry, Bo. Sorry.
Break up, when I'm trying to make one work.
I'm not breaking up with you.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. And this is where we're going to wrap up this morning. Join us later this afternoon for brand new entertainment headlines. Until then, a big thank you to my colleagues in the studio, Elsie and Ife. As I say, they never make this, there's never a dull moment with the both of them. The entire production team, I have to thank you as well, including our stylist, Katsi Kudis Empire. I'm Tokumbo Taiwo, and today my goodbye is in Russian. Do svidaniya.